Can you tell the difference between CBS and CNN? I can't. Tonight was another prime example of CBS basically acting like a mouthpiece for the Democrat Party.
Also at the White House tonight is Major Garrett, and he's been covering Mr. Trump since he began his first presidential campaign 4 years ago. Major looks at the president's long history of controversial racial comments.
So already they're branding Trump as a racist.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
Yeah, MS-13. And has CBS not heard of the cartels?
The nation has observed Mr. Trump as candidate and president judge harshly based on race, religion, and ethnicity.
And this is the Democrat playbook. We're not allowed to stop illegal immigration because that's racist.
Like his call for a Muslim ban.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Yeah, this came at a time when Muslims were blowing up Germany, blowing up France, shooting up places in America, stabbing people in England, but we're not allowed to talk about it and we can't do anything about it, otherwise that's racist.
He accused federal judge Gonzalo Curiel, born in Indiana, of being biased because his parents emigrated from Mexico.
I'm talking about common sense, okay? He's proud of his heritage.
But you're saying it's a barrier to him doing his job.
Oh, he's not treating me fair. He's not treating me fairly.
Yeah, all these left-wing judges are trying to legislate from the bench.
Even before running for president, Mr. Trump inflamed racial tensions, questioning President Obama's birthplace.
So Obama has a shield because he's black. He can never be questioned ever.
Why doesn't he show his birth certificate?
Yeah, he's got a point. To be president, you have to be born in the U.S.
And the president was forgiving of white nationalists spewing anti-Semitism after a deadly confrontation in Charlottesville.
False. Some of the people on day 2 were there to take a philosophical stand against tearing down statues.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
CBS is lying by omission. They're trying to take something out of context to make it seem like Trump is defending the KKK.
Mr. Trump's willingness to invite charges of racism is now a staple of his presidency.
So when the left creates hysteria and has a temper tantrum, it's Trump's fault. He's the one who's inviting charges of racism.
As is the resiliency of his support.
And CBS is trying to brand Trump supporters as these out-of-line racists who just never learn.
Foreshadowed by his own words during the campaign.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Yeah, it is incredible. Since the day Trump came down the escalator, the media has been viciously attacking him, but he keeps holding up in the polls. But CBS is going to try to equate that to his racist supporters. That's what it is.
And Major, we saw the president today double down on the remarks that he made. Why is he doing that?
Why is he doing it? It's the flip side of the coin that you aren't telling your viewers. That, gee, maybe AOC, that Omar woman, Pressley, Rashida Tlaib, that maybe they're the race-baiting racists who are creating hysteria and division. Notice how CBS, they have this headline, Trump's divisive history. That's taking sides. That's not reporting the news. Who's really doing the dividing here? Who's having the temper tantrums? Who's always calling everybody a racist, sexist, xenophobic? I'm a victim. I'm going to call you names, but you can't call me names, otherwise you're divisive. When will CBS call the Democrats what they are? Divisive. Why didn't CBS play a clip of Rashida Tlaib when she said, "Oh, Trump, we need to impeach the motherfucker"? It's because CBS is a mouthpiece of the left. And by the way, after this story, CBS predictably did a sob story about children of immigrants who skipped out on their court hearing, and so now they're subject to be deported. But again, this is CBS taking sides with the left. And then later on in the show, they did a virtue signaling story about men on the moon and the women who helped put them there. Because there's so much gender inequality, we need to run these stories.